everybody up in here. So let me make sure my mic and everything is good. Testing. All right, mic and everything good. Let's get into this intro and then let's get into these topics today, man. If y'all here, if y'all ain't here, come up in here. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Captain.
Since day one, we've been on the move. Hustling and holding things, it's how we move. I learned the young to hold my own. Can't tell me shit as a kid, cause I held my own. Now I'm grown, bitches still bossing. I put my life on the line, cause that's what it's costing. I'm from the foe, so I fuck with cousin. In my dog mood, so they keep it bloody. I'm getting money, skip the bullshit. I only get down with the realest in the movement. It's fast paced when you fucking with it. So keep your eyes on your man that you aim and hit. Get about the scene from all the faulty shit, or you gon' be dealing with them DAs and them witnesses. Fucking around with them courts ain't cool. You take a life, then it's your life that you lose.
I ain't a saint, but I'm blessed as fuck. Backstreet moving on the way to come up. Yawning with my days low, making my bucks. Backstreet moving on the way to come up. Motherfucker. Dirty weather up in here. Let me jump in there. I ain't a bitch, but gave birth to a monster. Dirty weather strike fear, make him run like his demons amongst us. I ain't like you, cause I'm far from savage like Macabre. Low back blow like darts, GTOs and Mavericks. My goal's to be like one of the best.
Hey, this Wi-Fi,
if I hit the mountain, I'm still better than average. Tell your mama she gon' cop my shit. I'm trying to have him bumping me. From Sacktown to Tokyo, bitch. Erupting the war was dormant, now right in your face. Don't be the reason I go back to the pen for a murder case. I'm cool, rely on my spit to get me by. These actors in the rap game built the franchise on lie. So I'm the truth, the fake dread, flee, retreat to your corner, perfected my flow. And main lines up and down California. Stop careers, cold turkey, make you chunk your dream. I got an idea. Won't you stop rapping and sing my name ring? Dirty weather.
So what I'm going to try to refrain from doing is being on the camera and smoking and showing my face because, you know, it sets a different type of tone or ambiance And that's me justifying smoking. But truth of the matter is, sometimes when you're on here smoking and you drinking and shit, people don't take you as serious as they should. They don't take you as serious as they should. And there's a lot of serious people in the world. And I know I'm one of them. Call it experiences, call it where I've been for most of my life, call it whatever. But I'm really like a serious person. I got jokes and all that, but shit, you had to have jokes to make it through what I made it through. A lot of people ain't built like that. I didn't even know I was built like that. I just knew I was different. I didn't think like these other dudes. I didn't think like them. I had bigger dreams. That's always been me. I was the one in the classroom while everybody was working on this. I was working on how to get some money. Where everybody was following the leader, I was going the other way. Because if I follow the leader, he had to be a great motherfucker for me to follow. But then what happens when you realize you're great too? Then y'all meet at the table and it's a meeting of the minds. See, I was never scared of what everybody else was scared of. Everybody else was scared of a lot of little shit that I just wasn't, it didn't move me. But what happens is when you've seen this shit that people are scared of in real life, like you see it, you've seen it, you've been through it, you lived it, then everything they talking is bullshit if they ain't lived it. So what we gonna do is, I saw this video of this assault that happened. It happened in Florence, Arizona. If this motherfucker don't stop lagging. Yeah, it happened in Florence, Arizona. And so immediately when I saw the video, man, I got PTSD and everything. Because picture this is happening in your face. And you don't even know it's about to happen. It's in your face though. So we're going to break this video down. Y'all bear with me, but we're going to break this video down. Let's go.
Right now, the ABC 15 investigators with new leaked videos from inside Arizona prisons.
And these videos are extremely violent. So consider this a warning in case there are young children in the room. You're about to see two brutal assaults inside two.
So watch this. Arizona is notorious for, like, when they had over too many inmates in California and they started sending them out of state, Arizona was one of the first states that they started sending inmates. One of the first states. And what happened is they was getting violent inmates out there and they wasn't ready for it, on top of all the violence that they had going on already. And so there's been a lot of things going on like this in jails and prisons across the country, but there was a time when it was hard to even get footage out. The truth was out. I mean, was stuck inside. So the COs was able to do foul stuff and nobody knew. But them days is over. But check it out.
Different prisons, but the separate attacks highlight the same major security risk. It's a problem we first told you about 2 years ago. Tonight, ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing continues to expose our state's dangerous and dysfunctional prison system.
It's November 3rd, 2020, and you're looking at a pod inside the Tucson prison at 9:55 in the morning. A lone officer checking a cell. Two inmates then corner him and unload. One holds him as another wails away, punch after punch after punch.
He ain't got no chance. That's that motherfucking blender right there. When you get caught in the blender, like, watch, let me show you what the blender is. This the blender.
Punch after punch
That's
after
the
punch.
blender right there.
Another
You're getting
inmate just
blended.
walking around as more exit an upstairs cell, and another.
All right, see, dude right there that's walking, if y'all can see my mouse, this dude right here, right, he just watching out to see if any other police is coming in or anything like that. He's the lookout, obviously.
Comes from the bottom of the screen. After about 15 seconds, the officer breaks free and begins to spray the inmates. They
Oh, that nigga was brave than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. But with your life on the line, though, what options do you got? That motherfucker ran out that corner like Rambo. He knew that motherfucker. He knew he had no options. You better.
run and scatter. Think it's all over? Not even close. Just wait.
Historically, there should be staff rushing in already.
I don't even want to hear their commentary.
It's the officer still alone, and inmates begin to attack
They
him
would've
again.
doubled up on
Punches,
him.
kicks, stomps.
I mean, this guy's lucky he didn't die.
They were going for a
Yeah.
kill. So literally, these inmates should have been
I'm gonna tell you something. He's very lucky that they didn't have no knives.
for attempted murder because they do everything, including kick his head like a
Damn.
football.
As a third joins in, this inmate appears to have hurt his foot after a kick in the head. He limps and has to walk it off.
That motherfucker, how he hobbled off like the wounded dog, though. That was the wounded dog step, though. Let me see that shit again. That was funny. He kicked the shit out of him, though. I ain't gonna lie, but he walked off like a wounded dog. Just picture the
In the head, he limps and has to walk it off.
See, he footballed him, though.
As a third joins in, this inmate appears to have hurt his.
Let me see. Let's go back.
Because
There
they
you
do
go.
everything, including kick his head like a football.
As a
Whoa,
third
bone to
joins in,
bone.
this inmate appears to have hurt his foot after a kick in the head. He limps and has
Man,
to walk it
the
off.
He's
head,
like taunting him now. Oh, he's hitting him.
man, look, the head is one of the hardest bones on the body. So when you punch somebody in the head, oh man, you are subject to break something if you don't hit them right. You same go for your foot. That's why when you break bones in your foot, they don't even really give you like a cast or nothing because them bones is so sensitive down there. They just gonna ossify together and hope they heal right. So he kicked that shit out of him and hopped off. Let's go.
Oh, he's hitting him. Yeah. He's at that point, he's just at their mercy.
The inmates get tired and actually take a short break as the officer gets to the stairs. There, the inmates go after him again. One even
Damn.
tries to use his own spray.
I know he tired. If they had to take a break, like I don't know if y'all ever been like had your ass beat. I ain't had my ass beat. Let's get it straight. I ain't had my ass. Well, nah, I did. I got stomped out by some Crips and shit, and they got me good. That's kind of how I know what the blender feel like. But that was a foot blender, though. That was a foot blender. That was that GBC stomp in Sacramento, as they call it. Anyhow, though, this right here, and the story that I'm gonna add to this is gonna bring relevance to all of this. But that police right there is fighting for his life. Why are there not any other COs? Can y'all, help me out here. We're like, at least this has been going on at least over a minute, at least a minute and a half. In California, when them police is coming, they coming within seconds. They gonna be there. They gonna be there. So I commend this officer. This is a fight. Y'all don't know. Y'all, man, watch when I tell you this story though. It's gonna be one of them. This story right here, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong with my Wi-Fi, man. I'm looking like I'm lagging over here, but I'm probably not. But let's get back to the content though.
Spray can against him. The punches, kicks,
Damn.
stomps just continue.
Meanwhile, there's no response from staff. and the
We're,
attacks
we're,
continue.
we're at a minute 45 of this now.
Damn.
Now, we'll get to why no backup has responded here in a moment. But first, you should know something more about these inmates.
Here's one more thing to consider. The inmates that you're watching are not normal inmates. These are what they call in the department with their terminology as an override inmate.
Garcia says some of the inmates you saw.
All right, so what is an override inmate? An override inmate is an inmate that is not necessarily supposed to be there. He's not necessarily supposed to be there. His points might be high as shit, but they ain't got the time to take him where he's supposed to go. So they put him there because it's an override. Like he might be a level 4 inmate, but they're allowing him to be on a level 3 or a 2 or something like that. That's what an override inmate is. All right, let's go.
Are supposed to be level 5 maximum custody inmates, but they're in lower level security units. Their security level lowered in what's called a quote override. Here's another example. June 20.
See what I'm saying? That's what it is. That means that you're not supposed to be there. Something in your behavior in the past has your points extremely high or higher than they're supposed to be on the level that you're on. That's why they're supposed to put the 4s with the 4s, the 3s with the 3s. But in California, what they'll do is they'll house you with the level that's most closest to you. So they'll house 3s with 4s, kind of. I mean, excuse me, nah, not really. They're trying to get the 3s up out of there if they buy the 4s. But the 2s and 3s, they'll level 2 and 3, they'll house you. In Arizona, they got a level 5. So we ain't got no level 5. I imagine in California, that's probably the shoe or something. Let's go.
21st, Florence prison. Garcia says this override inmate has a job he shouldn't have, working in the kitchen with a lower level of security. This video has no sound, but there's an officer off to the left here. Something causes the inmate to chuck a food tray, then move in. They're both off screen for a couple of seconds before you see a water cooler fly by, and then begin to see a vicious attack take place. Kick after kick after kick, followed by stomp after stomp after stomp. Those smears, blood from his shoe. The inmate then kneels down to deliver more blows.
Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Damn. He was kicking the shit out of him. And so just think, I've been in situations where somebody done got killed in the kitchen and we're all in there and shit. You don't know what quite happened. You just know that it ain't your business. So you ain't trying to be no hero or nothing. Like there's heroes, there's inmate heroes, I ain't gonna lie, but I probably wouldn't be one of them. Maybe I got a heart though. I got a heart, man. I don't know though, because if you try to save the police in the wrong situations in prison, that shit might come back on you, to be honest with you. Like you might be a hero in the civilian eyes, but in the inmate eyes, you just messed up the play. And if the play was for that police to die and you got in somebody else's business trying to be a hero, yeah, you're going to pay for that. All right, let's get back to the content. And this is a different one. Remember, we watched the first one. It's the second one.
The officer isn't moving. He needed CPR and was airlifted to the hospital. From the start of the attack until backup arrives, 30 seconds pass. Now compare that to the attack we showed you first inside the Tucson prison. That assault spans a full 2 minutes without backup arriving. At the end, the officer finally gets away. The inmate with the gas canister chucks it as another officer arrives, followed quickly by a few more.
So here's the secret. According to the interviews with the appropriate personnel, there was a person that was watching him who was not from that unit. They were so short, they called another unit, say, come help us. They put that individual in that spot. When they tried to call for help, the radio did not work. It was busted. So they tried to call on the phone.
Wow, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? the radio did not work. Why are you even a CO if you can't even get help? You might, unless you Billy Badass and you got an understanding with the inmates, ain't no way in hell. Watch this. When the staff come on to their shift and they grab their walkie-talkies, they are supposed to check them. They check them, then they radio into wherever and get a copy to make sure their radios work. Just because of this right here.
No response. Okay. This person had to call their own unit that they originated from, saying, I'm desperate here. I'm watching an assault and I can't reach anyone. I have no radio, the phone. I don't know what's going on. So the other unit now has to relay to this unit, you've got an assault going on. They're already short. 3 people showed up. God bless them. But what you should have had was at least 8 people running in here.
I'm Investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
What you just saw may not even be the most troubling aspect in all of this. Dave discovered the inmates in the Tucson assault were never referred for criminal prosecution until he started asking questions. Here's a timeline. November 3rd, 2020. That's the date of the assault, 8 months ago. Then in mid-June, we obtained the video.
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Did y'all, they didn't, what's up, Cammy? What's up, Kitchen? Safe Haven BX, I see y'all. Wow, did y'all see that? None of them got any charges. They beat the shit out that police. I don't know. Let's see what else they got to say about it. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
And began working to verify details. June 17th, we reached out to the Pima County Attorney's Office to ask about the case. June 22nd, the County Attorney's Office calls us back to tell us they never got the case. So they reached out to prison officials to ask about it. Late June, Arizona Department of Corrections, Rehabilitation, and Reentry finally sends the case to prosecutors to be charged. Prison officials did not answer our specific questions about these assaults and the override issues. In a written statement, a spokesperson says, the environment that our correctional officers work in on a daily basis is challenging and potentially dangerous. We do everything in our power to control this environment and are extremely proud of our men and women who served in these vital public safety roles.
Drugs.
Man. All right, so watch this. Watch this, man. Uh-oh. All right. So 2 things. I'm gonna bring it back to California. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I look like I'm lagging. So I'm gonna turn this shit off. Because I can know y'all hear me, but it sound clear, but my picture is doing whatever it wants. Anyhow, California prisons. That's going on. The same exact thing, how they talking about overrides. Well, in California prison, they're overriding you to place you on a yard with SNY inmates. So if you're going on a yard with SNY inmates, you're considered an override because they're the majority. You have to sign a paper to be on the yard with them. That's considered an override. Because you have to sign that paper saying that you are okay with being around them peoples, and them other peoples. Yeah, them peoples, and them other peoples. All right, so let's get to the story. So if y'all is here and y'all watch this video with me, now I'm about to tell you a story from a real story. We just saw that on the news. But I realized when I came home that I had experienced a lot of unnatural stuff that the average person will never even be encountered with. They don't even know how to relate to stories. When you tell them a story that's graphic and they search their data bank to try to play top this, they can't come nowhere close to it. So now y'all done seen this story, right? So let me tell you this story, right? This is 2001 or 2. And I work in the kitchen in Salinas Valley. Salinas Valley, which is, I guess it would be the equivalent of a level 5 prison because it's the end of the road. Because when you go to like solitary, you go to the shoe or whatever, when you come back, they're going to put you on a level 4 180 yard. Now they have level 4 270 and they got level 4. What's up, Just K Lobo? Mark Jones, what's happening? They got when you come in from the shoe, they got 2 level 4s. They got level 4 270, level 4 180. Level 4 180 is traditionally the most violent because that's where they send you first after you done your time for messing up. So I'm in the kitchen, right? And we ain't heard nothing about nothing with no police about to get stabbed or nothing. We did know about a dude named Super Crip that was gonna try to stab the police on another yard. We didn't know this on our yard, but they did because they got him up out of there as soon as they heard what Super Crip was trying to do. Yeah, his name ain't Super Crip. I'm just calling him Super Crip because he had Crip tattooed across his face. The biggest Crip tattoo across his face, across a human face I ever seen. Let me give y'all the graphic. Even though my shit lagging, he had Crip from this side of his face all the way to the other side. That's why I called him Super Crip. And so Super Crip, he decided that since he couldn't stab the police on the other yard, now he's on D yard. I'm working in the kitchen. I don't know nothing about this. So it's a regular day. Me and my celly D Hunt, we go into the kitchen and shit. And the goal is we trying to sneak this fruit juice and shit up out the kitchen so we can make our wine. We got a steady alcohol thing going. So we ain't tripping off of nothing. So then the tower opened our door. So just think, this is a level 4 180. We on lockdown and shit. We're on lockdown. So, but I got movement because I work in the kitchen. So when we come back in the building, they just gonna open our door and we gonna go shower, do whatever we do. And then when we done, they just gonna close the door, day over with, right? But they open our door. And as soon as they open our door, they also opened 2 Crips, one cell and one. They opened 2 cells of Crips basically, because the only way they can get this police is they had to act like they was doing a cell move. So Super Crip was about to move to another cell, and the police, his name was Farmer. I'll never forget it. His name was Farmer. He was actually he was all right. He wasn't a bad police. You got police do that 8 and hit the gate. And he was one of them. He wasn't there to make our lives harder. But Super Crip's goal was to get any police. It could have been a female, young, old, white, black, didn't matter. You was about to get it. And mind you, me and my celly D Hunt, we just coming from the kitchen because the kitchen is connected to the pod and we oblivious. Next thing you know, when they open our door, they open the doors downstairs. And all of a sudden I hear, stop, let him go, please, let him go, And the tower is a female. She was a LGBT, but all of that masculinity came out of her when she was screaming for them inmates to let him go. Like all the masculinity was gone. She was screaming like a real woman, please, man. Mind you, my door is open. I just went in to make my little shower roll, get my body wash and shower shoes and shit to go to the shower. And you can't close your door. You cannot close your door. They have to close it. They have to open it and they have to close it. So this is going on downstairs. So I kind of go to the edge of the stairs and look down, and they is working Farmer over. What happened is as soon as they open the door, the Super Crip jumped on Farmer's back and started stabbing him in the neck and riding him all the way down, riding him. And as he's doing this, she can't shoot the Mini 14 because she might shoot her partner. She might shoot her partner. So she's shooting these block guns, but these block guns is ineffective. And she trying to radio for help, but she can't because they is on her partner. He the only one in this pod, and it's 3 Crips, and it's me and Marcelli. And we don't know what the fuck is going on. But all I know is that ain't got nothing to do with me. And this yard is traditional for Russian police. It's traditional. But all I know is this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is Cuz and them. Cuz and them, they made a play. And they is down there stabbing the shit out this police. All I could do is go back in my cell and pray to God that they close this door. Because I know when the police come through this motherfucker, they about to start tearing shit up. I already know what's about to go down. The goon squad and all the police from every building is coming. They done stabbed this motherfucker downstairs. My door is open. I don't know where the hell D Hunt is. I don't know where the hell Marcelli is. And you hear them keys coming. Whoo, shit. Man, I got to hit this blunt right now because this PTSD of reliving this shit. Boy, I'm telling you, when I seen that video, it just brought it right back to like real life. Real life. So when them keys started coming into the pod, there was a couple of other people that was in the pod too. One of them even had a cane. I was upstairs in my room, so I'm out the way. I don't know what cuz them got going on, man. Man, them police came in and got to whooping everybody. Everybody. Even if you wasn't in it, you getting whooped, stomped, dipped, everything. Pepper sprayed, all the shit. But it was sad. It was really kind of sad because, mind you, before them keys got there, you hear her shooting the gun, screaming, "Pow, please stop, pow, stop." She is crying in that tower, shooting at them. She's crying, like distressed. And mind you, my door is open. I'm shaking like a leaf. I ain't gonna lie. All that gangster shit go out the window when you know that they might think you involved just because you black, because it's black on the police. And they tried to kill him. They ain't beat him. See, this in the video, they was beating him. No, Super Crip was trying to kill that police. Man, look. When they closed my door, because the lady that was in the tower, we was cool. When they closed my door, I got on my knees and I prayed. And if a person tell you in prison that he ain't never prayed, he's a mother-loving lie. If he tell you man, he's a lie. And this pod right here, the same pod that this happened, I almost lost my life in this pod. And mind you, it's only 10 cells. 10 cells up top, 10 cells on the bottom. So everybody know everybody. Everybody know everything going on in every cell. They bring new people in. You hear them fighting downstairs. You hear people crying in their cells. You know what you watching on TV because we all laughing at the same thing. See, my bad, y'all. I didn't took y'all on my PTSD journey, man. That's crazy. But yeah, man, this live right here really was like a reaction to that video. If my camera wasn't lagging like it is right now, maybe I could put the phone on. But if it wasn't lagging right now, it'd probably be a lot more interactive. Because there's other things that happen on this yard that I'm going to share with y'all while we're here because we only 34 minutes in. And one thing about when you running your live, you able to stay on your topic. That's the beautiful thing. But right now we talking about staff assaults and things that I've seen in relation to this very video that I showed at the beginning of the live. If some of y'all are new, just came in here, I can kind of play it again, but let me finish this particular yard because I'm only talking about one yard. Mind you, I did 20 years. So I'm only talking about this one particular yard, D yard. One time there was a homie, right? Like this homie was named Briss from Bounty Hunters. For whatever reason, the Bloods decided that this dude had to go. So before he went, he decided he needed to slice Briss across his face with that razor one time. And when he did that, they laid the yard down. So when they was escorting him, the dude that sliced him, man, hella LA Bloods. But if y'all hearing me, y'all from LA or been in the pen and y'all know these legendary names, Beater Nut and Bull Wink, those two dudes right there, they are legendary in prison when it comes to like revolutionary stuff or taking off on police. Like them is the dudes that I came up under. Like they wasn't with no games. But Beater Nut and Bull Wink jumped up and and shit, all the other Bloods had to follow suit. And they rushed the dude and the police. And there was some heroic shit that went on that day because them police put their life on the line to get that nigga and push him through the door so they couldn't get through him and sacrifice themselves. That was one incident. Then there was another incident, and this is sad, man. This one right here is sad. And I'm only really talking about Bloods right now because I mean, there's other ones, but these ones in particular. But man, this dude, just picture you in a level 4 and the last person that you had in your corner just up and die. Like your mom, dad, everybody gone. You got your woman. That's it. Y'all rocking. And she just up and died. So there's this thing called grasping another person's psychology. What's up, Denise? What's up, Skylar? What's up, Miss Renee? Grasping another person's psychology. Like you got to do that. You got to be able to feel another person's energy. And this female CO, she's known for being an asshole and being petty, like not letting you outside if you got your light covered type stuff. But she decided she wanted to mess with this dude who just lost everything. And so she came to the door to open the door. She was like, nah, I ain't letting you out. I ain't letting you out. He said, I just want to go outside. I just want to go outside. She got to talking more shit, went down, let everybody else out, and then came back and thought that she was about to just chastise this man who just lost everything. Before, man, the homie was telling me how I went through the door. He said, homie, before I knew it, I had punched her in her shit and was on top of her, beating her with all the pain I had. And then he just calmly laid down next to when the police ran up the stairs, shit. He already been laid down, put his hands behind his back. What they gonna do? This is a solid individual, but she laying next to him after he done knocked her out. You know the cartoon where the shit be spinning around the head when the cartoon character get knocked out, the stars and all that shit? Her head was doing this. This is how it was described. Her head was going in a circle like this. In a circle. And she was saying, I was just trying to do my job. No. If you was doing your job, you would have been paying attention that this person is not feeling right. That's an important part of being a CO. Being able to tell when something not right, because you could save somebody's life or save your own. Then there was one more story. And this story right here involves somebody from Sacramento named Buff, Lil Buff, not Big Buff, Lil Buff. And me and Lil Buff were cellies in the hole, but that was a different story. But Lil Buff, he was in the day room. This same pod, though. The same building. I wasn't there. I just heard about it. He told me about it. Lil Buff, somebody was fighting in the pod, right? When they hit the alarm and everybody got to lay down, you get on your stomach, you prone out, right? Well, Buff had a knife on him. So when he went to lay down, and he had a big belly, but when he went to lay down, that knife was kind of poking him in his belly somehow. So the police came up to him and told him prone out. And he said no. So then he said, fine. Kicked him, boom, right in his belly. He had no choice then. The police then kicked him. He got a knife on him, and he jumped up, and he took off on the police. That's what they call it. Took flight. Take flight. He took flight on the police. Next thing you know, all the other Bloods that were in this pod, there were some in the shower, asshole naked. They had to come out that motherfucking shower and start whooping on police too. Now, ultimately, they all got the business. Ultimately, they all got the business. But what's messed up is that Buff being from Sacramento and these LA Bloods that came to his aid, he was feeling some kind of way. I'm going to give y'all a bonus. I'm going to give y'all a bonus real quick. This is a bonus. So if you're paying attention, like really understand, I'm about to share something with y'all. And it's about the origin of the meaning of no cut. The meaning of no cut. Y'all can get from it what y'all get from it, but I'm about to tell y'all where it really, really came from. So Buff is a civilian. He's a Blood from Sacramento. He's a civilian. So he really ain't supposed to be doing nothing with people that's cut. Cut, meaning you from BL, you from Blue Nose, you from UBN, you cut. That mean that you part of a whole nother organization that got nothing to do with Bloods, even though it's attached to it or attached to Crib. It got nothing to do with it. So now you're cut, you're slashed, meaning now we can't even talk to you like we used to because now you are part of somebody else. Can't even talk to you like you used to. Because now if they tell you to go, you gonna go. So now you cut. You ain't 100% Blood no more. That's where that come from. So Buff was uncut. But then next thing you know, all these cut homies from BL that came to his aid when he took off on the police, now he feeling obligated. And so they call it coming on home. When you get cut, to the people that you get cut by, whether it's BGF, which is Jama or Kumi or anything like that, you are now cut. So cut don't apply to just Bloods, Crips. It applies to Bay Areas too. It applies to, I don't know about Southern politics and the Northern, I don't know about all that. When it comes to Blacks, if you cut, that's because you didn't decide to join to a higher organization or a different organization, but you was this. So then there became a movement of homies led by homies from Sacramento and bounty hunters, a bunch of young homies that wasn't going for none of that shit that the older niggas was talking about, because a lot of them niggas was cut. A lot of them niggas was part of revolutionary shit. So they was going to they was Sacramento, but they from UBN. They from Sacramento, but they from BGF. Like that shit wasn't representing where we was from. Sacramento wanted our own identity. And so the young homies and the young homies from LA, they started pushing no cut. We ain't doing no beach, no none of that shit. No uncut. And that shit is a movement amongst young homies. It's because what happened after our era, a lot of young niggas just decided they wanted to just join cliques and shit. And cliques was the beginning of being uncut. Cliques was the beginning of that being okay. Because I'm from this hood, but now I'm from this clique. So now you're cut. But that one small window in the early, because it came about from it really came about from like the late 90s, early 2000s, because the early 90s older homies was the ones that was pushing that shit. They was pushing being cut, pushing trying to put you under and bring you home. That's what they call it. Like I said earlier, bring you home. My era was the era that was really pushing no cut. We are against you homies that have all these other shits going on up inside you. You got allegiances to way too many motherfucking people. So if you no cut, if you uncut, then that means that you just a straight blood. You from where you from and you's blood from there, or you from where you from and you just a crip from there. That's what no cut is. So just in case some of y'all was wondering where it came from, yeah, I name that. I name that. There'd be no cut without me. I'm just saying, though. I just was sharing a little fun fact, since some of y'all think that, you know, y'all part of something that don't even know the real meaning of it. I'm just saying, no, I'm not even taking no shots, though. I just wanted to educate y'all that are pushing something that y'all really don't even really know the origin of where it came from. So I just educated y'all where no cut came from. That was a movement of young homies that decided to go against the powers that be because it was too much remixing and shit going on. I can't even be a genuine blood with you. I'm saying blood because that was how I learned it. But you can't even be a genuine blood because this motherfucker got another homie that ain't even from where I'm from that's telling him what to do. So what ended up happening is when you hit the yard, they be like they hit you up, whoop de whoop. I'm Young Dirt from Del Paso, Highest Bloods Uncut. That's where and that became the normal because many people were serious about that because certain neighborhoods, like let's just take bounty hunters and swans in LA. They and looters. Well, then let's take bounty hunters and swans. They was known for being BL. They were known for being more popular in any other hood. That's why they young homies went against them. And that was shit. That's what it is. Ludus Park was known for having a lot of UBN people that was cut. I hope I educated y'all because this live right here, this motherfucking chat is freezing because of my internet Wi-Fi. So if I don't see y'all comments, my bad. So now we're going to get to how I caught my staff assault. We're going to get to how I caught my staff assault, and then we're going to end it with that. See, my shit, my little stories are funny. They're funny when I tell them. That's what drew a lot of people in because you might not be able to imagine it, but by the time I'm done describing it, you're going to be then felt like you was in the movie with me. And I used to have a problem telling like the same stories. Like I had a problem with that because I'm like, man, you done heard this story before. Why do you want to hear it again? But then I had to put myself in the shoes of like a comedian that goes state to state telling the same jokes. I had to ask, like, I'd be like with musicians, like, how do you go place to place and singing the same song with the same energy over and over again? I just could get past it. But I guess in this day and age, I'm going to understand it. So I'm going to tell a classic story. Dirty staff assault. And this happened in Solano, right? In 2005. And this is like coming from Salinas Valley level 4. We didn't have access to no cell phones or nothing like that. And if you did, it was just like a rumor. It was like a rumor that whoop-de-whoop got a phone over there. But truth of the matter is, I had never seen one. So when I got to Solano, I'm gonna say within 2 days, I was on the phone. Like this was like what was going on at this time. Cell phones are being introduced to prison. They sneaking them in. The cell phone towers are swinging. Mind you, when I got locked up, man, I got locked up during flip phones. So picturing a big old flip phone in prison, like I didn't think that was possible. But they got these little Nokias. If y'all with me, put a one in the chat if y'all had one of them Nokias with the flashlight on the top. Who remember the Nokias with the flashlight? Babe, you remember Nokia with the flashlight on top? I think that was regular, but see, that's the first cell phone that I touched when I was in prison, was that one. And so my friend, my partner, my bro, he decided he gonna let me use his phone. He trying to let me, get my message out, get my point out or whatever. Hold on. Let me see something, because I should at least be able to see the comments on the screen. That's what I want to see. Comments on the screen. Let me see something. Bam. Remember where we at. New part chapter. All right, bam. All right, because I mind y'all, I'm not seeing y'all comments. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all got some stuff y'all saying. All right, so anyhow, so I got this cell phone in the cell. Also, what I got is a DVD player. A DVD player. Now, I did see one. I saw one, but it was a VCR player. I'm gonna just keep it 100. They had a VCR player in their cell. I don't know how. I didn't ask no questions, and they had porn. But anyhow, the DVD player was Mr. Ease. They was letting me borrow that thing. So I'm in the cell doing big stuff. I'm balling, I'm grinding, I'm doing everything I could. And I'm fresh off the 48 Laws of Power, and I got all the tobacco on the yard. And so my homie, he from Stockton. He from Northside Gangster Crip. He comes to the cell with some alcohol, trying to be nosy, because me and him was in the hole. And that's like I showed Drina, they show the footage of like a Solano cell. You can turn the light on from outside. Like you could walk up to anybody's cell and hit the button and turn the light on in their cell and see what they doing. So the homie Void keep coming to the cell because he know I got that damn DVD player up in there, and I'm talking on the phone. I'm doing like the most, coming from a level 4, and I only been on this yard like 2 months. Man, after doing all that time on that 4 yard, you can't tell me nothing. I'm living right now. Man, the police come to the cell because he keeps coming to my cell. Man, they must have, they opened the door. Said, we need you to step out. I grabbed the little drugs I had, swallowed it. She said, you go on the potty watch now. But the thing is, I got this phone and I got this DVD player. I got too much going on in this cell. And so I act like I, about to step out. I put the phone between the yeeks. And then, I put it in my pocket. And so then I get against the wall and somebody distracted her for 1.1 second. And that was all I needed. Bam! Running across the day room. So out in prison, like when you running across the day room, they can shoot you. Not with the real gun, but they can shoot you with the block gun. So they busting on me across this day room. If y'all know the rapper Pooh Man, fucking with Dan, like his little thing is like he watched them when they was chasing me. So I'm running, looking forward, and then looking back because they like, why are you running? I'm like, why is you chasing me? But Pooh Bear, like he always tell that story because why are you chasing me? So I run up the stairs anyhow, get rid of the phone, all that shit. They spray me up, got dreadlocks, so they soaked my dreadlocks. So I was getting pepper sprayed. It felt like I was getting pepper sprayed every time I took a shower for like 3, 4, 5, felt like 10 showers because that pepper spray was in my dreads. So every time it hit that water, it would activate and get in my eyes, burn the skin. Oh, that was rough living right there with dreadlocks. Yeah, Dirty had dreadlocks. I did. I was laughing. Yes, for 10 years. Picture that. But anyhow, man, I get to the hole. I already know they're gonna put me on potty watch. So just in case y'all know about the shit eating story, this ain't that time on potty watch, so you ain't gotta leave. No, this is just because they see me swallow something that my body gonna eat up anyway. They still gotta do protocol. So they've got me on potty watch. But while I'm on potty watch, they give me another write-up because normally if you run from the police and you ain't got nothing, then they gotta let you go anyway. They gotta let you go. I ran, yeah, that's disobeying a direct order. That's it. But these motherfuckers come and give me a lockup order. What's a lockup order? That's whatever you go into the hole for, that's gonna be in writing. Because right now it's just he ran because we felt he had contraband. They got the phone, yeah, but that really wasn't that a big of a deal. I didn't know though. I just know I got the homie phone, and I ain't going out like that. I ain't just gonna give it to y'all. You're gonna have to catch me. So, and the part I'm leaving out is the homie kept trying to get the phone back. He kept on trying to send people to the cell to get the phone, but I kept trying to talk. So that's why it was kind of like my fault. And so all he knows is he hear the alarm go off, see me running across the day room from outside, because you can see inside the building from outside. So he see me busting out the cell, running. Then he see him pepper spray me. Then when I come when they bring me out the building, pepper sprayed up, I can't see nothing. But the homie who let me use the phone, he was like right there. So he was like, "Dirt, man, this is all bad." I'm like, "It's all bad. It's all bad." Because I can't see. My eyes is burning. It's all bad. I know the voice though. But anyhow, so I find out when they give me this new lockup order that I got a staff assault. This female CO is saying that I busted out the cell, gave her a stiff arm with enough strength to knock her back so I could take off running. And that was so far from the truth. That was so far from the truth. Now, this story goes on, right? This ain't messy stories. So this story goes on. Now, what I can do is put this in like a story format again and just tell this story because it goes on. Or I could just send y'all a link to my channel because a lot of my stories they're on my channel. So I don't know how far the chat is back, but I'm gonna answer some questions. If any of y'all got any questions about anything I shared or the content, I'm gonna drop the link as well. I'm gonna drop the link and finish my blunt. If anybody want to come up. My bad. My bad. Hold on. I was trying to get the thing. Damn. Copy. And this is not like this is definitely an open discussion panel. Oh shit! Look like the internet is swinging in things now. Uh-oh. I can talk my shit now. The link is posted. If anybody want to come up, Skylar, come say what up. Nikki, you welcome. Jokey Village Vlogs, what's up, man? You welcome to come up too. Till then, let's joke around, man. I'll be doing certain uploads and stuff. And let me see, Bell overlay, better style. Oh, there we go. And sometimes I don't even know what I'll be having. I don't even know what I'll be having in my upload. So let's go. Here go one.
Nice spinning body kick.
That's right. So watch this. A lot of people have seen that knockout before, but that knockout right there, the guy that said, yes, sir. The people that's been in the Dirty Nation or been in part of know about my journey, they know about Wally. That was Walmart right there. I remember I was about to go at
Death
Charleston.
Dog,
This right
Crips
here,
and Bloods.
Charleston pissed
Death
me
Dog.
off. Let me see what happens.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm lit, fo. He can't drop me off real quick.
No, bro. How you doing today?
He can't drop me off real quick.
No, he can't. It smells like marijuana. You
Okay,
right?
yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
He
okay.
dropping me off. This a Lyft
I
drive,
have
fo.
an arrest warrant, sir. Do me a favor. Let me put your hands where I can see them.
For what?
Put your hands where I can see them, first of all, sir.
I got money in
All
my
right.
pocket.
That's
That's
good.
all.
That's all you
I'll
better
put
have.
it
That's
on
the
my
only thing you
budget.
better have in your pocket.
Hey, bro, chill out with all that, fo. What you got going on?
I got an arrest warrant for him, sir.
For what? He look like he chilling, he doing
All
war.
right,
He
sir.
dropping me off.
It's all good, sir. This is your moment to shine right now. So you could post it on your Facebook. On your
I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Don't worry about
I
that.
know that's right.
Don't worry about
I
that,
know
fo.
that's right. I ain't worried.
Can he drop me off though? Like, what's going on?
All right, sir. You have a good day, all right? Do me a favor. You're going to have to get out the car. You're going to have to get out the car.
Like, bro. Can he drop me off?
sir,
Like,
get out
I'm
the car.
confused.
Toward the vehicle. Moments later, shots are fired. Let's look at the scene again more closely. This is the agent who shoots the driver. He walks around the car filming and disappears from view. Other
Yeah, everything I'm doing.
No. No, he's sleeping.
How I feel about what's going on.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
That's how I feel about it, bullshit. Since we got some Adrena's peoples up in here too, I don't mind being vulnerable sometimes. That'd be the treats that's buried inside the lives that you get for like watching. It's that rare vulnerability that people share.
I wonder why people and stuff and smile at us when I'm with you. The sun shines my way, baby. I love.
I was over here trying to make it stop. I ain't gonna lie. Just for the record, I ain't got that belly no more. Just for the record. Somebody said a bullshit. That's my boy. That's my parrot. Please don't play again. All right, we're good. I really played that video of me singing. That was an intimate moment. That was intimate. All right, I ain't even click that one because I don't know what that is. All right, man. So when you wake up in the morning and you go for that morning kiss,
Me and my brother.
Oh, shit.
I remember, brush your teeth. Brush. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Catch y'all on the next one. Look at these comments too while we doing this.
Answer. Whoa, cousin, nigga, they just let me out, nigga. Fresh out that thing. Nigga. I'm getting it, for me. All right, I'm gonna get in the front.
FBT, gang. Yeah, bitch. The gang. Know what it is, man. It's what we ball. Fresh out, still on that bullshit. I was turned up, made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. They say I didn't change, and still on that same shit. Made it to the news, so they think I'm dangerous. They tried to sit me down. They listened to that lame bitch, said I was guilty. Until I prove I'm innocent. Sticky situations, could've got a nigga sent, but I was being patient and let the lawyer handle it. I'm fresh out, me, Bookie, Jonah in the bins, getting tagged out, posted with the chops in the stick. Now we in the West, got them sucking niggas panicking. Got them looking stuck, frozen up like a mannequin. Fresh out, Willie Bow, back stacking bands again. Free little mail out the county, gon' be on you suckers' head. Talking all that cash shit, we pin them niggas by the check. Y'all some gang goofy niggas in the hood with no respect. In the streets moving backwards, that's what got you niggas stripped. In the streets moving backwards, that's what got you niggas stripped. Fresh out, still on that bullshit. I was turned up, made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. Fresh out, still on that bullshit. I was turned up, made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch.
I'm fresh out the county and I'm back causing hell. They done let me out the cage, now I'm fresh out the cell. Why these niggas steadily hate, but these niggas all gon' tell. We don't worry about you niggas cause you know we moving well. And these niggas all don't wanna see a nigga make it, but this FBG shit non-stop we stay taking. Why these niggas all hate? We don't really give a fuck, we just load up them blocks, then we be ready to bust. Nigga focus on money cause that's how a nigga living. These white folks tryna sit a nigga down in prison, but now we back nigga, we tryna touch $1 million. And fuck all these niggas, man, these niggas ain't killing shit. We really in the streets with them clips, we be riding around the crest, nigga, with them big sticks. Wish a nigga say something, I'ma hit a nigga click, bail out the cage, nigga, free that nigga quick.
Fresh out, still on that bullshit. I was turned up, made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. Fresh out, still on that bullshit. I was turned up, made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch.
it would be wrong of me to play that video and not even tell y'all who that is. So, because y'all, I'll play it often. But Willie Bo, he was sitting in a drive-through in Valley, not drive-through, but he was parked at like a Taco Bell in Vallejo, and he was half asleep. And the police walked up on him, and they said he was reaching, and they shot him hella times, killed him. But that's his video right there, man. Rest in peace, Willie Bo. And the next video that's gonna be coming is gonna be a video where I'm gonna share my weight loss journey. Because as y'all can see, I'm nowhere near as big as I was when I was on TV. So we're gonna share. I'm gonna talk about my weight loss journey, what it's been like and what I've been going through, and maybe it'll be informative. Look for that later today. All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all for coming through. You know, oh, and that, just in case y'all wondering, that little QR code up there, if y'all want to donate to the channel, look out for your boy. That's the chime right there, and that's the Venmo down there. Man, use that thing and let me know your curve. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all reward Dirty being consistent. Thank Trina. Dirty, go.
Answer. Bro, cousin, nigga, they just let me out, nigga. Fresh out that thing. Nigga. I'm getting it, swoop me. Alright, I'm gonna get in the front.
FBG, yeah, bitch. The gang. Know what it is, it's Willie Bo. Fresh out, still on that bullshit, I was turned up. Made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. They say I didn't change, and still on that same shit, made it to the news. So they think I'm dangerous, they tried to sit me down. They listen to that lame bitch, said I was guilty, until I prove I'm innocent. Sticky situations, could've got a nigga sent, but I was being patient, and let the lawyer handle it. I'm fresh out, me, Bookie, Jonah in the bins, getting tagged out, posted with the chops in the stick. Now we in the West, got them sucking niggas panicking, got them looking stuck, frozen up like a mannequin. Fresh out, Willie Bo, back stacking bands again. Free little mail out the county, gon' be on you suckers' head. Talking all that cash shit, we pin them niggas by the check. Y'all some gang goofy niggas in the hood with no respect. In the streets moving backwards, that's what got you niggas stripped. In the streets moving backwards, that's what got you niggas stripped. Fresh out, still on that bullshit, I was turned up. Made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. Fresh out, still on that bullshit, I was turned up. Made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch.
I'm fresh out the county and I'm back causing hell. They done let me out the cage, now I'm fresh out the cell. Why these niggas steadily hate, but these niggas all gon' tell. We don't worry about you niggas cause you know we moving well. And these niggas all don't wanna see a nigga make it, but this FBG shit non-stop, we stay taking. Why these niggas all hating? We don't really give a fuck, we just load up them blocks, then we be ready to bust. Nigga focus on money cause that's how a nigga living. These white folks tryna sit a nigga down in prison, but now we back, nigga, we tryna touch $1 million. And fuck all these niggas, man, these niggas ain't killing. Shit, we really in the streets with them clips, we be riding around the crest, nigga, with them big sticks. Wish a nigga say something, I'ma hit a nigga click. Bail out the cage, nigga, free that nigga quick.
Fresh out, still on that bullshit, I was turned up. Made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch. Fresh out, still on that bullshit, I was turned up. Made it out the bullpen, one false move. We gon' end a nigga quick, you know I'm fresh out. And yeah, I need a new bitch.